Okay, everyone. So full disclosure, I just wanted to make sure everyone knew I just turned on the recording. We do record these sessions. It's being recorded now, and we will be streaming it to live to Facebook also. So feel free to share that with your friends on Facebook, and just be aware that we do record these, and then we take later and turn them into content and send them to some people that might have missed it, something like that.
All right, let's go ahead and start. We have about 8 people. Whoever joins in, that'll be great. We understand this is a long weekend. As you know, our offices are closed and because of the 4th of July weekend. So if you have big plans for this weekend, we just ask that you please stay safe and stay healthy and enjoy this time with your friends and family. So let's go ahead and start. One thing that I thought it was very appropriate, and it has to do with ideas that we can implement for the summer. And I came up with 7 ideas that you can implement and take advantage of during the summer for 2020. So even though this spring season has been anything but normal, we're still now enjoying the summer months. And as you know, people historically are more likely to buy and sell homes. So states, as you know, they have opened the some restaurants, some stuff in the city. So we should be taking advantage of that, and we should have prepared for it. And if you haven't, it's good to be prepared, so you might miss out on some of the prime opportunities that are available for us right now in the market. So as things have recently reopened, data is pointing to a market upswing. So while you're spending more time at home, now is the best time to prepare for the following months and market to people in our area. And the ideas I'm gonna give you, I put together 7 ideas that you can implement now during the summer as part of your marketing plan. So I'm gonna break them down to you one by one, and let's start with the first one that I put out. It will be to send out a summer newsletter. Now, I know a lot of you have been doing this. If you haven't, this is a great idea to implement in your marketing, as you always want to go or you want to be online, but you also want to be offline. So send out summer newsletter. Well, the goal of the newsletter should be to promote your business. That doesn't mean that you need to keep the focus on real estate. You can include anything you want. You can include a page or two of your most recent listing and information about how to get in touch with you. But if you focus on showing your community knowledge and involvement, people will see you or they will see your newsletter as something that benefits them, not just as a promotional material. While many traditional summer activities are still up in the air, we don't know what's gonna, for example, in Miami, a lot of the beaches are gonna be closed during the 4th of July weekend. So we don't know exactly how things are gonna continue moving forward in the summer, but you can come up with fun summer ideas that people can do from home or in smaller groups. And here are some ideas. You can do like summer activities for kids, summer food and drink recipes, family game night ideas, tips for hosting events within your area, social distancing, uh, constraints like barbecues, picnics, or campfires. So be sure to know that people should follow all states and regional guidelines before hosting and partaking in this event. You can do easy DIY projects, even landscaping tips. So you can include all this stuff in your newsletter. You can also promote lesser known parts of your community that people can safely visit over the summer, like local campgrounds, state parks, walking and bike trails, fishing locations. All this stuff are things that people can do now during the summer and enjoy with their family. So the idea is that summer is the perfect time to show that you are a local expert. It can be a useful resource to them. So staying connected to your community is a great way to grow your sphere and increase your referral power. And you can send out a newsletter through email, regular mail, or you can share it from your social media accounts. So newsletter can be posted from anywhere, right? So just take advantage of that. Number two will be to connect with people through your blog. We have talked a lot about why a blog is important, why you should have a blog. With Broker Nation on Chime, you do have your own social media, not social media, your own webpage, which has the access to having your own blog. Now, if you're in blogging for your real estate business now is the time to start. We recently wrote an article or did a training on tips for crafting a blog post. Steve uh, have taken the lead on this, and he has given trainings on how to do blog posts, what kind of content to create. And I think we've been putting a lot of content for you guys to get ideas of things that you can talk about and show other people. Your blog content should be an equal mix of helpful real estate advice and content specific to your community and location. So, and here are some ideas of things that you can write about in each category. For real estate, for example, or housing topics, you can talk about projections about the summer housing market in your area, easy DIY projects that can transform a space, staging tips for people looking to sell, tips for showing or touring homes safely during the pandemic, summer maintenance or landscaping tips, like how to keep your electric bill down or keep your lawn looking green, and tips for cleaning out your garage. I mean, sky's the limit. So just figured out some ideas related to real estate or housing topics. The other one will be community topics, like upcoming virtual and in-person events. Jane just shared one that I think is very, very useful, and it's something that, like Monica, she had a question about, and look, there is a training. So stuff like that, you can put it together. A lot of people have a lot of questions, and I'm sure as are talking to your sphere clients, past clients, you can come up with the most questions that they're asking, and you can put it together into a topic. So that's a way of creating content. You can also feature features on local restaurants with small business owners. Similar topics to what you put in your newsletter, like recipes, game nights, ideas, anything. So you can create blogs on that as well. Writing a blog is very important, and you can do a writing the blog. You can also do video blogs. So you can get really creative on this. The also another thing that you can do will be landing pages, and that will be number three. So one of the easiest way to get people to interact with your social media page and websites is to offer them something of value. So you can post a link to a free home valuation with something that says, find out how much your home is worth, or get a free home value report, anything like that. So make sure that any pages that you set up have fields for people to fill in their contact information. So the idea is you're giving something for free, but you're also receiving something in return. Most of the time is their information. So now that becomes a lead. You can also add them to your email list to stay in contact in the future, even if they're not interested at the time. And there will be a prospect, someone that you can reach out to in the future. Um, we talked a lot about reaching out to your sphere, and maybe this, if you don't have anybody right now, this is a way of building that sphere. Number four will be to reach out to your past clients and people in that sphere that you have. And this is very important. It's important to stay in touch with your past clients or people in your sphere. A simple text or an email, just checking up on them can go a long way. Maybe one of those people knows someone that is looking for a real estate agent, and guess what? You're it. Your brief contact will bring you to the top of their mind. And that's key. You want to be always top of people's mind. You want them to remember you. You can also consider putting together care packages and dropping them off. You can drop off goodie bags full of fun activities to help people, keep you busy. If you have children, you can even include your children into this and do it as a family thing. For more ideas about ways that you can engage with and help people in your sphere at this time, you can also, go back into some of our Zoom recordings on Mice and Monday, or any of the other trainings that we've had. We had one called 7 Ways to be a Superhero Agent during the coronavirus. You can check that one out. There was a lot of ideas that I shared with you guys on things that you can do, and then you can start, sending out to your clients. Mm. You can ask Steve for it. And Steve, if you don't mind putting your email in there, but you can reach out to us, send us an email, or reach out to Steve, and we'll send you any other recordings if you're part of the Broker Nation family. We'll send it to you. You have access to that. So if not, if you're not a part of the company, feel free to give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Number 5 will be to hold contests on social media pages. Now, I find this one a lot of fun. And if you want to grow your social media following, encourage people to share your post in exchange for an entry into a monthly drawing. You can give away gift cards to local restaurants, memberships to local museums or zoo parks, or you can do subscriptions to streaming services like Apple TV, Netflix, Disney Plus. I mean, there's many subscription streaming services right now so popular that you can even, and so cheap, you can probably put some money aside and do that as a gift. You can also submit or testimonials or video testimonials to be entered into a drawing. So this is all creative ways of growing your social media following and engaging with the people that are already following you. Number 6 will be to hold a community fundraiser. Now, after social distancing measures are eased, people and businesses in your community may still be struggling financially. I mean, I don't know about you, but a couple of weeks ago, I drove by the Coral Gable area, which usually it was packed. The main boulevard, it was packed. And it was sad to see how many businesses have closed. Now, we don't want that for our community, right? So find those in your area that need the most help and hold a fundraiser on their behalf. You can collect donations on sites like GoFundMe or start a fundraiser on Facebook. You lean on your social media followers to spread the word. Everybody is in a helping mode right now. So if you reach out to these vendors and they're gonna help you, but make sure you're the one helping them, and you'll see the magic happen. You can put your own spin on these events and make them more than just collections. So here's some ideas on how to do this one. You can host a performance by a local artist, virtually or in person, depending how things progress over the summer with the virus. For local restaurants, for example, for fundraising, you can ask them to film cooking tutorials and share them on your pages. You can also look to the content to open it up to people after they made a donation. You can say something, learn how to do this, and then once they log in and give you information or participate, then they'll get the information. I mean, make it fun for them. Host virtual or in-person yoga, Zumba, or other fun workout events. All proceeds from participants who go toward a cause. You can do a t-shirt design contest. Have people vote on the winners, then sell them to people in your community as a fundraiser. You can create a social media campaign with certain hashtags that people can use to share pictures of themselves and wearing the t-shirts or spreading the word about them or where to buy them. So no matter what you do, you got to choose something that you're passionate about, that you're familiar with, and that people know how sincere your efforts are. And the last one I wanted to share with you has to do with creating video tutorials or frequently asked questions. We recently shared ways to incorporate video into your marketing strategy. Again, if you want to go back and see any of these videos and trainings, feel free to send us an email or reach out to Steve, and we'll be more than happy to share that with you. Each week, you're gonna ask your followers for questions they like for you to answer for them about home buying or the selling process or interest rates or housing or real estate in general. So each week, record yourself answering them and share the video to YouTube or any of your social media pages. This is really simple. Just like some of you were in the meeting, the Broker Nation weekly meeting this past Wednesday, and one of the things that I did, if you noticed, is ask our agents or ask the people that joined us what kind of training you would like to know more about, what topic you would like to know about. And they started giving us ideas. This builds content because now we go back and we build something out of that, right? We build a training out of that. You can do the same thing. You can ask your followers in a post or your story, hey, what would you like to know about specifically real estate, financing, the real estate market, the community, anything you're familiar with? And then they're gonna give you suggestions. And then you can record yourself, and then boom, you have you building content. You can also put together tutorial videos about home staging or and effective real estate photos. The point of sharing videos is to prove to people that you are an expert at what you do and can guide them through their home sales. You are the expert. Remember that. So anything you do, right, make sure that you do it in an educational purposes, and that will go a long way. So those are the seven summer ideas that I wanted to share with you to market yourself for this year, for this summer. Again, we're in July, the beginning stages of this month, and we only have 6 months left out of this year, so we want to take advantage of that. And as you know, summer is a very strong month where people are interested in buying or selling. So take advantage of that time. Again, the seven ideas, or send out summer newsletter, connect with people through your blog, use landing pages, reach out to your past clients and people in your sphere, hold contests on your social media pages, hold a community fundraiser, and lastly, create video tutorials or frequently asked questions. One question for Steve is regarding the videos, the social media content, and also the landing pages. I mean, I know Steve, you talk a lot about that and the importance of it. But do you mind sharing that with the people that are joining us today?
Yeah, thanks, Daylon. For those of you that know me, you know I'm very bullish on video and creating content in general, but especially video content. So that's a big one. And these are all really good tips. I love the idea of the contest, by the way, and the community fundraiser. Some of these are some great ways to dominate a market and go hyper local. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. And I'm starting to think that that's a really strong strategy right now because it's such a seller's market and there's just so much inventory. So dominating a small market for yourself where you would get lots of listings and have the best shot of being known and being a listing agent in that area seems like a pretty solid strategy for a lot of you. So I know I've been speaking to a lot of you individually about some of your individual strategies between now and the end of the year, and that one keeps coming up. As far as the landing pages, yeah, these landing pages are, I wrote in there, create landing pages with value laden lead magnets. So that goes back to the content, the reports, neighborhood reports, or something that you can put together to prompt someone to leave their name and phone number. And those landing pages are really a really great way to generate your own leads. Most of these systems now, CRM systems, have a landing page builder baked into it that you can do it yourself. We have Chime, and it's really super easy to make landing pages, and they're really strong. And there's a lot of flexibility in the way that you can build them and make them yours, make them custom. So if anybody has any questions about that, be sure to reach out to me. If you have other systems besides Chime, like something like Property Base or KV Core or Market Leader, all of these all have ways to make your own landing pages that you can do yourself too.
Excellent. Yeah. So I want you guys to just think outside the box, pretty much, and figure out ways. There's a lot of ways of marketing that doesn't have to be, very elaborate. Can be really simple and have fun with it. Right now, there's a lot of opportunities in the market that you can take advantage of, and you can really become the authority in your market. Just figure it out. What is it that you like? What you're passionate about? And we'll help you put it together in a way that you feel comfortable with, and you can put it out there. I think the trainings that we've had on creating video blogs or creating the blog, or even recording yourself and doing frequently asked questions, stuff like that. A lot of you have been doing it already. I know Monica, she had shared some videos doing that, and I think that's excellent. So we encourage we encourage everyone that if you're doing that, continue doing it. And at first, everything might be a little bit, you might feel awkward or a little weird or embarrassed to be in front of a camera, but trust me, it will pass. You'll get comfortable. You'll feel really comfortable with yourself and talking in front of a camera, and it will become normal to you. All right, we weren't not all of us are used to that, and but it comes with time. So give it time. Put together some ideas. There's 7 ideas so you can implement right now, and you can mix it with your own idea. So we want everybody to be successful. And if you have anything you want to share with us, please feel free to do so. So that's Real Estate Friday for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I know today was it's a we are in observance of July 4 weekend, so a lot of us are distracted. We're with the family. We want to do things, but thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate that. Just a reminder that on Monday we're gonna, resume and offices will be open again. And if there is anything you need, please feel free to reach out to us. So any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My number is 305-873-4406, or reach out to Steve. He just put his contact information or his email address on the chat, steve@brokernation.net. All right. So with that said, guys, be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. And I'll see you guys on Monday.
Have a safe weekend, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Have a
Weekend,
great 4th of July holiday.
Be safe.
Enjoy. Be safe.
Bye,
See you later,
guys.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.